1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 20 says, you were bought at a price. Therefore, honor God with your body. How many of you believe you should honor God with your body? Show your hands. Okay, now here's a way to tell if you haven't been honoring God with your body. Take the jiggle test. Yes. Take the jiggle test. Not like that, young man. Now this is what you do. When you get home, this is what you do. When you get home, stand in front of a full-length mirror and disrobe. And look at your body from top to bottom. That's funny. Turn to the side and look at your body from top to bottom. Turn back to the front, jump up and down for 5 seconds. And then stop. Somebody's saying, oh no. Anything that keeps shaking after you stop is probably what's dishonor to your body, which is stored body fat. Yes. God made it simple to take care of your temples. He said, stay strong. Deuteronomy chapter 34, verse 7 says, Moses was 120 years old when he died, yet his eyes were not weak, nor his strength gone. That's right. How many of you are feeling you're getting weaker as you're getting older? Show of hands. Here's an easy way to prevent it. Start lifting weights at least twice a week. The more muscle you have, the more calories you burn every hour of the day. Fact or fiction, after the age of 30, your body loses a half a pound of muscle with every year you age. How many think it's a fact say fact? How many think it's fiction say fiction? You wrong, young man. It is a fact. You're only 5 years old. So you wouldn't know if it's not happening to you. It is a fact. Study shows that after age 30, your body loses a half a pound of muscle every year you age simply from lack of use. You'll lose muscle unless you do something to prevent it. That something is weight training. And ladies, this is not just for the guys. You should do it too. And you know that's right, because I was telling one of my clients the other day, I said, Jackie, you're doing great on the program. You've lost 40 pounds, and you can bench press 95, and she's doing curls with 25-pound dumbbell. She said, of course, Jerry, you're going to tell me that? You're my trainer. So one day she comes in, she said, Jerry, I think I'm as strong as she said I am. I said, well, how did you find out? She said, well, her boyfriend was doing curls in front of the television with a dumbbell. And she said, honey, how much did that weigh? He said, 15 pounds, you can't lift it. She said, no, I can lift it. He said, well, let me show you that I'm stronger than you. Let's arm wrestle. And they arm wrestled, and guess what happened? She beat him. I said, were you using 2 hands and he was using 1? She said, look, I was using 1, he was using 1. She said they did it again, and she beat him again. Yes. Then she said he got mad, tried to wrestle him to the ground, and guess what happened? Yes. She pinned him. She pinned him. She said she let him up, then pinned him again. Wow. Ladies, I'm not recommending you lift weights so you can pin your man. But if you stay strong, the choice is yours. The 6-way God made it simple to take care of him with. He said wine is a mocker. Proverbs chapter 20, verse 1 says, wine is a mocker, beers and brawler, whoever is led astray by them is not wise. Yes. What do you think is the #1 drug problem in this country? Alcohol. It is alcohol. The medical industry recommends 1 drink a day for women, 2 drinks a day for men. Let's take a closer look at it. Fact or fiction, drinking alcohol can give you cancer of the mouth, the throat, and the liver. How many think it's fact say fact? How many think it's fiction say fiction? It is a fact, people. Studies show that drinking alcohol can give you cancer of the mouth, the throat, and the liver. Fact or fiction, Americans spend $20 million a day on alcohol. How many think it's a fact say fact? How many think it's fiction say fiction? These guys know it is fiction. He says more is more. Studies show that Americans spend $200 million a day on alcohol. Wow. That's every 5 days is $1 billion. There's our bailout. What are we looking for a bailout? We just have to stop drinking. It's that simple. Come on. And a lot of people drink because they say they're washing away their sorrows. But we need to tell them sorrow knows how to swim. I mean, let's go to the side, press overhead. 1, 2, 3. Now next stage, tones your show. Wow, we got, come on, balcony. You guys ain't giving me nothing there. Hey. Okay, good.
If your top New Year's resolution is to get in shape, my next guest says the answers are in the Bible. He's going to share some of the verses that he claims will help you get fit. Health evangelist Jerry Anderson just ahead on this CNN Sunday Morning. Okay, I don't know if you're normal like me, but you get Thanksgiving and you gobble down the turkey, and then it just rolls right into the cookies and Christmas baking and Christmas dinner and all that. And all of a sudden you find yourself this morning, the first day of the new year, a little heavy and going, how can I take care of my body better in 2012? So according to my next guest, a lot of good tips are found in the Bible. Jerry Anderson is a health evangelist and fitness guru. He holds the title of Mr. Natural Universe and has taken his message to many churches and conferences across the country. So, Jerry, you have 5 health tips based on Bible verses, and you say this is the way to honor your body and be in shape. Tell me about it.
Well, most definitely. You got to honor your body. You know, studies show that 70-80% of churchgoers are overweight or obese. But 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 20 says, you were bought at a price. Therefore, honor God with your body. Now, Edie, here's an easy way to tell if you haven't been honoring God with your body. This is what you do. Ladies, if your waistline is over 35 inches, and guys, if your waistline is over 40 inches, you haven't been honoring God with your body. But here's how you can honor Him with your body. Just what you do is cut your calories, 500 calories a day, and every 7 days you'll lose 1 pound, and every 7 days you'll have 5 pounds off, and voila, in less than 3 weeks you'll be at a healthy body weight. So honor God with your body by reducing your waistline. That's 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 20.
I was looking at your 5 tips yesterday, and my third grader goes to a Catholic girls' school, and she was very concerned when I read the part and it said, you don't eat fat. And she said, oh my goodness, am I not doing the right thing by the Bible if I'm eating fat? As she was like digging into a rib.
Right. It's important to not eat fat. Leviticus chapter 3, verse 17 says, this is the lasting ordinance for the generation to come. No matter where you live, don't eat any fat or any blood. You see, the fat is causing a lot of problems. We need to cut back on that. Here's how you reduce your fat intake. Remove the skin and fat from meats before eating. Unbelievable eating. But listen to this. That if you remove 8 ounces of fat from meat a week, that's 2 pounds a month, that's 24 pounds of fat a year, that's 240 pounds in a 10-year time frame. But listen to this. This is a really big one. In Leviticus chapter 3, verse 16 says, the priest shall burn the fat on the altar as food, an offering made by fire, a pleasing aroma. All the fat is the Lord's. Why are we eating it?
Hold on, but
so honor God with your body and don't eat fat.
But in that last thing you said, it said no fat and no blood. Well, that means I'm not eating my steak, and I love my steak. So are you saying that people should be eating only vegetables and, I guess no blood? You're even taking out fish.
Well, there's another point is that we should be eating seed-bearing foods. Genesis chapter 1, verse 29 says, I give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth and every tree that has fruit with seed in it. See, what we're doing, we're eating too much of man food and not enough God food. So we need to change that around. That's why we have the major problem that we have in this country. It's very important. And you know what? Exodus chapter 16, verse 12, it tells you that at twilight, he'll give you manna during the day. At twilight, he'll give you quail, and during the day, he'll give you manna. So we should have our fruit, vegetable, and grains during the day, and then our proteins at night. That's how we do it. The one who created the body created the diet too.
How
Follow
successful?
It and watch the results.
When you have people follow this, how successful are they? Because you hear about a lot of people who go on diets, and the second they stop doing it, boom, they're fat again.
Right. Well, you know what, Edie? I've been going to churches and conferences all over the country, and I had a lady who came to one of the pastor's appreciation brunches I was speaking at, and she was saying, Jerry, I heard you speak 3 times. Then she finally followed the program. She said, Jerry, in 1 year, she lost 105 pounds. You don't need lap band when you have God's health plan.
What are the
that's how you take care of your temple.
You've got 2 more tips for us. What are they?
And the next one is stay strong. Deuteronomy chapter 34, verse 7 says, Moses was 120 years old when he died, yet his eyes were not weak, nor his strength gone. And Joshua said in Joshua chapter 14, verse 11, he said, I'm 85 years old now. I'm stronger now than the day Moses sent me out over 45 years ago. We should all be able to say that. But here's the biggie, Edie. This is the one that really makes it work. Renew your mind daily. Romans chapter 12, verse 2 says, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. And Jesus said in Matthew chapter 4, verse 4, that man shall not live by bread alone, but every word that comes from the mouth of God. And Psalm 119, verse 105 says, my word is a lamp to your feet and a light to your path. And I tell you what, this is the most